In this video, you're going to learn how to work with a 2x2 system, and we're going to work with row operations to solve this system. So we're going to be working with these augmented matrices, and I'm going to show you two examples. So let's dive into the first example here. So the first thing you want to know is how to write this as an augmented matrix. And what you would do is you would use the coefficients, so the numbers here in front of the variables. So I'm going to say 2, -3, 1, for this x here, this is understood to be a 1, and then 2y. And then what we do is we draw a little line, and then we've got our solutions, 8 and -3. So that's our augmented matrix. And then what we can do is we can exchange any two rows, we can multiply any row by a non-zero number, and we can add any two rows together. So we're going to go through two examples, two different problems, but I'll show you as we go through. So the key here is what we want to do is we want to get this scenario here where we have 1 on the diagonals, zeros everywhere else, and what we'll have here will be the answers to our system. So x will equal this value, and y will equal this value. So what I recommend doing is starting in this lower left-hand corner. So I usually try to do it in this fashion here. I try to get a 0 in the lower left-hand corner. We do that first. And so in order to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little note to myself. I'm going to say -2 times row 2, that's this row right here, okay, plus I'm going to add it to row 1, and I'm going to put the answer in row 2. So I just make a little note in case I want to go back and check my work later. So if I multiply this bottom row by -2, that's going to make this -2. When I add it to this first row, +2, that's going to give me 0 in that lower left-hand corner. And so now I've got -3 plus 2 times -2 is going to be -4. Add those together, that's -7. -2 times -3 is 6, plus 8 is 14. And then that first row is going to stay the same. So I'm just going to rewrite those values there. Now sometimes you might have this issue, I know I had this issue initially, is you might want to make on a little scratched piece of paper or off to the side, you might want to show kind of these steps of multiplying the rows by -2 and then adding them together. But after a while, you'll be able to do it in your head. But just if you want to, kind of do that just so you don't make a mistake initially. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a 1 in this element or this position right here. So to do that, I'm going to multiply this row by -1/7. So I'm going to say -1/7 times row 2. I'm going to put the answer in row 2. So when I multiply by -1/7, that's going to give us 0, 1, -2. So, and then the first row is just going to stay the same. And then you can see here, okay, now we know what y is. Y is equal to -2. Okay, but what we want to do is we want to continue on. And so what I do is I kind of make like this sort of a shape. I go from here to here to here to here. So kind of like a counter-clockwise shape. So we're going to try to get 0 right here where this -3 is. And the way that I would do that is I would say row 1 plus 3 times row 2, and we're going to put the answer in row 1. So when I multiply this bottom row by 3, 3 times 1 is 3, plus this -3 is going to give us 0, and that's what we want. We're trying to get this form right here of the matrix. So when I do that, let's go ahead and put the answer over here. What do we get? We get 2, we get 0, we get -6 plus 8, which is 2, and then over here in the bottom row we have 0, 1, -2. Okay, and lastly we want to get 1 in this upper left-hand corner. So I'm just going to take 1/2 times row 1. I'm going to put the answer in row 1. So I'm multiplying all these elements here in that first row by a half. That's going to give us 1, 0, 1. And then we've got 0, 1, -2. And so what that tells us is that x is equal to 1 and y is equal to -2. We could write this as a coordinate 1, -2. And remember, when you graph these are lines, and what we're doing is we're finding that point of intersection where those two lines cross. It's just that instead of using the substitution or the elimination or the graphing method, this is a matrix method way of approaching it using what's called Row Reduced Echelon Form. Okay, but basically what we're doing is we're getting zeros here and ones on this diagonal here, and that's going to give us our solutions. So let me erase this whiteboard. Let's take another look at a second example, and I'll have you practice that one on your own if you want, and of course we'll go through it together. Okay, for example number 2 now, see if you can do this one on your own, but what we're going to do here is we're going to first write this as an augmented matrix. Okay, and so what we do is we use the coefficients, okay, and these solutions. So this would be 1x, which we're going to write as 1, 5y, which we're going to write as 5. I'm going to draw a little line here to separate the solutions. This is going to be 2. Over here, the bottom row is going to be 2x, negative 3y, and that's equal to negative 9. Okay, so that's our augmented matrix, okay, meaning it has the coefficients and the solutions. But remember our pattern, we want to go in this counterclockwise fashion. And the reason we're doing that is so that we don't undo the work that we did in the previous steps. So remember, the first thing we want to do is we want to get 0 in this lower left-hand corner. So how do I do that? Well, let's take negative 2 times row 1, and let's add it to row 2, and we're going to put the answer in row 2. So I'm just making a little note to myself. So now here's what I was telling you earlier about making some notes to yourself. So if you multiply this top row by negative 2, this would be 1 times negative 2 is negative 2, 5 times negative 2 is negative 10, 2 times negative 2 is negative 4, and then the bottom row we're keeping the same, so 2, negative 3, and negative 9. And then what we're doing is we're adding those together, so 0, negative 13, and negative 13, and we're putting that in the bottom row. So this is the kind of work that I would do maybe on a scratch piece of paper or off to the side. Eventually you can just kind of do this in your mind. You don't have to write it down. So let's go ahead and write that down. So 0, negative 13, negative 13. Okay, so I'll just erase this here so we don't need to look at that. And now going back to the first row, that's just going to stay as it was. Okay, so now working our way around in this counterclockwise fashion, we want to get this to be 1 here in this position. So what would you do to make this 1? Well, let's just multiply the whole row by negative 1/13 and put that in row 2. Now, multiplying by negative 1/13, you could say, Mario, why don't we just divide by negative 13? Well, multiplying by the reciprocal is the same thing as dividing, right? So that's going to give us 0, 1, 1. Okay, so that tells us that y is equal to 1, but let's keep going with this augmented matrix here. Our next thing is to get 0 where this 5 is. Okay, so how are we going to do that? Well, we're going to multiply, we're going to keep row 1 as it is. We're going to add negative 5 times row 2, and we're going to put the answer in row 1. So what I'm doing is when I multiply this bottom row by negative 5, and I add it to this top row, the negative 5 and the positive 5 is going to give us 0. Because we have a 0 here already, when I multiply this by negative 5, it's still 0. When I add it to this 1, it's not going to, it's not going to do anything there. So again, let's go and write this off to the side. So row 1 looks like this, 1, 5, and 2. Row 2 is going to look like this now. It's going to be 0, negative 5, and negative 5. And then we're adding those two rows together, so that gives us 1, 0, and negative 3, and that's what we're putting in this top row here. So again, that's just kind of the scratch work that you do off to the side. Eventually, you'll just be able to do this in your head. Okay, but I know it's frustrating in the beginning to try to do all these steps at once. Okay, so now let's go to writing down the bottom row. Let's keep that the same as it was. And okay, now this worked out nice because we already had a 1 here. So again, I work in that counterclockwise fashion. We're trying to get this to look like the identity matrix, basically, where it's got 1s on the diagonal, 0s everywhere else. And then what's going to happen is we're going to then have our answers here on the right. And so we can see that x is equal to negative 3, y is equal to 1. Because remember, this is like an equation. This is like 1x plus 0y equals negative 3. Of course, 0 times anything is 0. And this bottom equation is like 0x plus 1y equals 1. Of course, 0 times anything is 0. And see how you're getting y equals 1 and x equals negative 3. So I would just write that as a coordinate like that. So great job if you're able to follow this video. I'm going to put a link to another video I did talking about working with these row operations, but when you're working with a 3x3, so a 3-variable, 3-equation system. And I'll put that video on the screen so you can follow me over there. So I'll see you in that video, and I'll talk to you there.